So in the last class, we discussed about manual testing, automation testing, how they both are different from each other. We learned its definition. And then we also discussed the various types of applications that we have in the market. Some of the application are web-based application, which can run from browser. Some of the application are mobile-based application, which are present in iOS Store or Play Store. Some of the applications are standalone application that does not need any internet connectivity to run, like calculator, camera, paint, alarm, right? And on another hand, we also have two sides, set of application, which are called as B2B application and B2C application. B2B applications are business to business application, something like the cab drivers use, right? Something like that shopkeepers use, something like that restaurant owners use, right? So those type of applications are B2B. And on the other hand, we also have B2C application, which is called as business to customer. Some application like Instagram, some application like Facebook, some application like Amazon, the one that you guys are using or the one that I'm using, right? So that's what we have studied in the last class. I also told you that why there is a need of a software testing in the market. So we understood that the need of a software testing in the market is because there is a high competition in the market. Everyone want to retain their customer. No one wants their customer to go from them. This is one of the biggest reason why we need a software testers in the market. Today, all of you might be liking WhatsApp a lot, right? Some of you would have never felt using some different application also, right? So there are so many people out there in this world who have never used any other application for chatting other than WhatsApp, is because WhatsApp is serving their purpose, right? But people have a choices to use also some competitor application like Telegram. Telegram is the competitor of WhatsApp. I hope you all know, right? So in case you don't know, I just thought to tell you. So all of you have heard about Telegram? All of you have heard about Telegram? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So to be more frank, just want to tell you that Telegram actually have more features than WhatsApp, right? But still people like to use WhatsApp more in this world, right? That's fine. I'm not favoring any application, right? So, but yeah, even myself don't use Telegram. I only use WhatsApp. But yeah, I have Telegram also in my mobile for some business purpose, right? So, one of the biggest reason why people use WhatsApp a lot is also because their friends and families are on WhatsApp, and also because just because WhatsApp is serving their purpose, they're not looking to go to the competitor, right? So, guys, one day what happened? One update came from WhatsApp to me, because of which I was not able to log into my WhatsApp because of some purpose, right? So that was the first time I downloaded Telegram and I utilized it. See, what I'm trying to tell you, that people are not stopped by, they cannot be made stopped by someone, right? Me and you and everyone in this world are free bird. We all can fly the way we want to. No companies can actually stop us to use their application or product, right? So that's one of the biggest reason why we need the software testers, right? If application is not serving its purpose, then obviously customer will go off, right? So that's one of the biggest reason why we need software testers, right? Now, guys, I also hope you guys remember that did we discuss about client and server as of now? Did we discuss about client and server as of now? Yes, no?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Okay. So today we'll be discussing about what is client and what is server also, right? I request people to please be on camera. Madhuri, please be on camera. It will be good for you, right? I'm a teacher. I'm coming on camera. You are a student. I request you to be on camera, please. So now our next topic is what is client and server, right? So we now move on and study what is client and server, right? So guys, let me tell you before moving to this particular concept is that in every application that we are using, in every application, there is a need of a client and server, right? So as of now, I'm talking and you guys are able to hear it. It is all happening because of the client and server, right? What is client? If you want, you can write down the definition, then we'll discuss the meaning of it, right? If you want, write down the meaning of client. Client is the one from which you can make request. Client is the one from which you can make the request. Server is the one from which you can send the response. Okay. Server is the one from which you can send the response. So to use any application, we need these two things, which is called as the client, and another one is called as the server. Client will make the request, server will give back the response. Let me show you the same thing in Google application now. Please focus. In this Google application, now you will see that I'm just going to search something here, right? Watch out. So I'm going to type, let's say, India. And after typing India, you can see I got the output for India, right? Now, I searched something and I got something, right? I mean, whatever I searched, same thing I got, right? So is it the example of the client and server? The answer is yes. This is the brilliant example of client and server, right? Guys, please read the definition of client again. Client is the one with the help of which you can make request. So can you guys please answer to my question that as a part of searching India, which client I have used as a part of this particular scenario? Can you guys give a try? Can you guys give a try?
Google is client.
Be louder. What, Hansa?
Google is client.
Google.
No.
Let's read the definition of client again. Client is the one who make request. But here Google is the one who bhagya, mute. Okay. Let me repeat it. See, client is the one who is making a request. Okay. And server is the one from where you're getting back the response. Okay. So I have searched India on google.com. So I'm making use of a client called as this particular browser. Okay. So this browser, which is called as Google Chrome, is actually my client, with the help of which I'm able to search Google. Okay. But who is giving me the response? Can you guys answer? Who is giving me the response? Anyone? Who is giving me the response? Browser is not giving you response. Google.com is giving you response, right? So Google is the Google server is the one from where you got the response. Okay. I'm going to type here once. In your case, one which I showed you on Google searching India. In this particular example, your client was your browser. Which browser? Google Chrome. And server was your Google server. Okay, please remember this. Let's discuss second example. Let's discuss second example. Watch out. See, guys, as of now, you can see that whatever I'm talking, you guys can hear it very clearly, right? And whatever you guys are talking, I'm able to hear it very clearly, right? That means as a part of what is happening in this class, we are also using a client and a server, right? Can you guys tell me that in this class, who is our server that we are using? Anyone? That's an easy question. From where we are getting the response? Any guesses?
Zoom.
Zoom.
That's right. Our server is the Zoom, right? Guys, what I'm trying to tell, Bhagya, a lot of disturbance is there from your side. Please be alert. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell, guys, that whatever I'm talking, right, is not directly going inside your ears. Application doesn't work in this way. Okay. Whatever I'm talking is first going to the server of Zoom application. Okay. In Zoom, there is a code written by developer. That code is getting executed. And now Zoom is giving you the response. So whatever I'm talking is first going to the server. In server, what is there? Code is executing. And the server is giving the response to you. So I'm saying hi. This hi is going to the server of Zoom. In Zoom, code is executing, which is written by the developer, right? And from there, the voice is being sent to your headphone or earphone or your to you guys, right? So whatever I'm talking is not directly reaching it to you first. It is first reaching it to the production server of Zoom. Code is executing and then the voice has been sent to you. This is how the client and server works. So you understood that as a part of this class, what is our server? But who is our client? Any guesses? Who is our client as a part of this particular class? Anyone? Anyone? Give it a try.
The browser again.
See, guys, to take this class, right? Okay. Let me finish mine. Then I will also discuss about you, right? The client of mine can be different from the client of yours. Okay. What I want to tell you guys that some of you might have connected to this class from URL by directly typing it in the browser. So how many of you are connecting from browser, directly copy pasting the URL in the browser? How many of you are like that? Just asking. Bhagya is like that. Anyone else? So others have downloaded the Zoom application.
Yes.
Beautiful. That's fine. See, those of you who have used the URL and they have pasted the URL in the browser, for them, the client is their browser. Okay. But me, I have downloaded the Zoom application in my laptop. And that particular application which I have downloaded in my laptop, using that I'm taking this class, right? So that is my client with the help of which I'm able to take your class, right? Let me see if I can show you. Watch out. 1 minute. Okay. I hope you guys are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Right. So this Zoom app, this has been installed in my laptop, right? So this beautiful Zoom app is my client as of now, right? And who is our server? We are getting the response from server, right? So server is also Zoom, right? So this was your second example. Hope you're understanding. I'm giving you the third example now. Pay attention. If you have your WhatsApp mobile, you can check it. I have given you one message called as hi in the group. I hope you guys have received it. I have sent you in your WhatsApp group, right? Can someone help me to understand that in this, who is my client and who is my server, right? Surya, I think you can answer this. Go ahead. I sent hi message, right? Can you help me understanding who is client and who is server here? Oh, your voice is not coming. Madhuri, you want to answer this? When I'm sending you the hi message on WhatsApp, who is client and who is server?
My server is my WhatsApp.
That's right. Server is WhatsApp from where you got the response as hi. That's right. But who is client?
client me because I am requesting.
No, not at all. 1 minute. Anurag Pandit, I'm unable to join. One minute, guys. Okay. So when I'm sending you the hi message on WhatsApp, am I using some application with the help of which I'm able to send you the hi message? I'm using, right? What application I'm using? I'm using the WhatsApp application.
Yes.
Hope you all know, right? From where I downloaded that WhatsApp application? From the Play Store or iOS store, depending on your application, your which what kind of mobile you are using. If you are using the Android mobile, then you would have downloaded the WhatsApp application from the Play Store. If you are using the iOS mobile, then you would have downloaded your WhatsApp from the iOS store, right? So I hope you all agree that as of now in our mobile, this particular application is present, right? Let me show you. So do you all agree that in our mobile, this application is present? Are you able to see which application I'm talking about? Right? WhatsApp, right? This WhatsApp application, which I have downloaded it from the Play Store or iOS store, is my client, which is helping me to talk with you guys, right? So with the help of that WhatsApp application, I'm able to send my request, right? And then from the server, you guys are getting the response that, hey, one new message from Manish Kumar Tiwari, take example, right? So are you guys understanding the meaning of a client and server? Let's discuss example number 4, okay? Can you make a phone to me if there is no tower in your area? Yes or no? Response, guys.
No.
Let's say you have a phone, okay? Will you be able to call to me if you have my mobile number? Will you be able to call to me if there is no tower in your mobile? Will you be able to?
No.
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 Right?
No.
Now, suppose you have a phone and you also have my mobile number. You also have the tower. So explain me what is client and what is server, right? Yeah, Vivek, I know you can do it. Go ahead.
Think mobile is a server.
Tell me again.
Mobile
Mobile is your
server or the tower measure
think again.
network. So mobile, I am making the request.
Exactly. So mobile is the client.
Yeah. So,
Who is giving the response? When you are
the
calling
network.
me, who is connecting the phone to me? Who is that?
The network.
Tower, right? Depending on which tower, Airtel tower or Geo tower or whichever company tower, right? So I hope you all are understanding the meaning of a client and a server. Client is the one with the help of which you are making a request. Server is the one who is giving the response to you, right? Guys, I just want to tell you that over the internet, anything that you perform is basically a request. I hope you agree, right? As of now, I want to know that who won the last India and Pakistan match. Let's say I want to know this. So what I will do, I'll go to Google and type it. It's my request, right? It's my request from Google that, hey, Google, please give me the response, right? So whatever you guys are doing over the internet, you guys are basically performing request, right? Now it totally depends on the application, whether it will give the response to you or not. If you have a valid request, it will give you the response. Sometimes your request might not be valid, so it will not give you the response. Are you guys all getting my point? Right? Now, my last question of the day, then I will move on, right? Guys, according to Facebook, you cannot register yourself on Facebook if you are 14 years, if you are less than 13 years or 14 years, okay? Suppose when you are doing the registration of yourself on Facebook, you are putting the age as 10 years old, right? So So you have registered yourself, you have given your all details, but you have given the age of a person as 10. Let's take example, right? So in this case, will it allow you to do registration on the application?
No.
The answer is no, because it has some rules and regulation that it will not allow any person to create a profile on Facebook with less than 13 years of age and 14 years of age, right? So it is not giving you the response, the one that you are looking for, right? What I'm trying to tell you, whether you will get the response or not, totally depends on your request. If your request is valid, you will get the response. If your request is not valid, you will not get the response, right? More about request and response, you will study in your API classes, okay? In your API testing, you will learn more about the request and response, okay? One last thing that I want to discuss, guys, I'm talking now, right? I'm talking. Is it called as a request? Is it called as a request? I'm talking. Is it a request? Yes, no?
Yes.
It is a request. As long as you are sitting on the internet, whatever you do, it's a request, right? So I'm talking, you guys are able to hear it. That means you got the successful response. Okay. That means you got the successful response, right? I hope my point is very clear now about client and server. Have you guys understood it? Shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's great. In few days, I'll be asking you guys to even talk about client and server. So if that day you guys are not able to talk, then it won't be good, right? So please do a revision of this particular topic, right? Whatever the topic that I have discussed today, so that it will be good for all of you. Okay. That's good. Let's move on to my to our new topic, which is called as the life cycle. Guys, as a part of this particular manual testing course, you guys will be studying 3 life cycles. Okay. One is called as the software test life cycle. One is called as the software development life cycle. And one is called as the bug life cycle. Let's read it once again, right? So as a part of this course, we'll be learning about these 3 cycles, right? One is called as development life cycle, testing life cycle, and bug life cycle, right? I hope you all agree that if we are going to study these 3, can I teach you first bug life cycle? Is that possible for me to teach you bug life cycle first? What do you guys think?
No.
Right? Okay. See guys, first we develop the application. Okay. After developing, we then go to test it. And after testing, then we try to find the bugs in it. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you that we will first do the development life cycle. Then we will do the software test life cycle. And after that, we will do the bug life cycle. Okay. So as a part of this course, you will first learn about the development life cycle, right? Then you will learn about the software test life cycle. And at last, you will learn about the bug life cycle. Okay. Just like how we have the human life cycle, in a similar way, we have the software development life cycle. Software development life cycle is often read it as a SDLC. SDLC stands for software development life cycle. Software test life cycle are often called as STLC, software test life cycle. Please remember that. These 3 topics are one of the most important topic of this particular course of manual testing, not API and not API and SQL. Okay. So now how we have the human life cycle. As you know that everyone in this world first take birth, and after that they start going to school, or some of are not so lucky enough to go to school, but yeah, then they become adult, and then they get married, let's say, then they will have kids, let's say, they will start earning, let's say, right? And then probably meanwhile they will also become some become teachers, some become student, some become, let's say, singer, some become, let's say, shopkeeper, some becomes, let's say, choreographer, some becomes, let's say, soldier. Different roles everyone is doing in this life. And at the end of the day, when they become old, you know what will happen, right? We will all go in a very similar manner. How everyone is taking a birth in this world and how everyone will go one day in a very similar manner. We have a software development life cycle also, and we have a similar software test life cycle also, right? So what I'm trying to tell you, that any application that needs to be developed tomorrow will go from a life cycle. Just like have every human who is taken a birth in this world, how he will also go through a life cycle of taking a birth first, then and so on, right? In a very similar manner, every software that will take birth in this world, right, will also go from a life cycle, and that is called a software development life cycle. Okay, please write down the definition of software development life cycle, and let's do it. For the next many days, I'll only be teaching you development life cycle, right? And software test life cycle will start after many days. Okay. So as of now, I can only teach you development life cycle. Software test life cycle is a very future concept. Okay. Please write down what is SDLC. Please write down the definition of SDLC. SDLC is a step-by-step procedure to develop an application. SDLC is a step-by-step procedure to develop an application. SDLC is a step-by-step procedure to develop an application. Okay. Now, so you guys have written that SDLC is a step-by-step procedure to develop an application, right? Also write down that any application can follow any of the SDLC process. Any application can follow any of the SDLC process out of the following, right? Some application follow waterfall model. Some of the application follow spiral model. Some of the application follow V&V model. Some of the application follow prototype model. Some of the application follow agile model, right? Let's read once again. Any application which is getting developed can follow any of the SDLC model out of the following, right? That means these are the SDLC models that you have. That means whenever you are trying to develop your application, right, your company can choose any of this model. Some can develop your application using waterfall model. Someone can develop your application using spiral model. Some company can choose a model called as V&V model. Some company can choose a model called as prototype model. Some company can choose a model called as agile model. Guys, these are the different SDLC model that you have. These all models can be used to just develop your application, right? So some company will choose spiral, some company will choose prototype, some company will choose agile, right? Now, see guys, I know that all of you have the Play Store or the iOS store with you, right? Since you all have the Play Store and iOS store with you, now, if you go to the Play Store or iOS store, you will see that there are millions of applications available on Play Store or iOS store, right? There is no end of application in Play Store or iOS store. There are so many applications present. What I want to tell you, that each and every application that is available on Play Store or iOS store, every application have followed some of the other SDLC model. Okay. That means your WhatsApp application have also followed one model. Let's say agile model. Okay. Your beautiful Zoom application, with the help of which I'm able to talk and you guys are able to hear, this beautiful Zoom application have also followed one model, let's say VNB model. What I want to tell you that it's not possible to develop any application in this world without following the SDLC process or without following the SDLC model. Okay, each and every application that has have developed as of now, each and every application have followed some of the other model that we have. Right now, the question comes that if all the application have followed the different SDLC model, how all the models are different from each other? So that also we will go and check in the upcoming classes, right? As of now, what I can tell you, please write down the heading as steps involved in the SDLC. Let's do this, okay? So our new topic is steps involved in the SDLC. Am I going fast or am I going fine? Am I going fast or fine?
Fine, sir.
Okay.
It's fine, but we'll get recording, yeah?
Yeah, you guys will get the recording. You have not got still?
First one I did not get. I checked in. I did not see the 113 batch things. Good.
Okay, if you have not got it, then Karishma have already communicated in the group. The reason you did not get it will have some reason. Post it in the group or check her message. She have already messaged in the group.
Okay. we'll check.
Maybe you have not registered or what, just put it in the group. You will get it.
Okay. Thank you.
Anurag? Anurag, took you time to join the class? Can you hear me? Anurag Pandey? Okay, that's fine, no issues. Hope others are able to hear me. All of you are able to?
Yes,
Sir.
So now we will see steps involved in the SDLC. Guys, as we have discussed that there are various models to just develop, wait it went. As we have seen that there are various models to just develop an application, right? I just want to tell you that steps involved in each SDLC model, right? Steps involved in each SDLC model is same, okay? That means what are the steps that is involved here are also the same steps involved here, okay? Are also the same steps involved here, right? But the way of achieving is little different from here and there, right? It's like I am also achieving my life cycle being a teacher. You are also achieving your life cycle being a singer. Someone is also achieving their life cycle being an astronaut. Someone is also achieving their life cycle being a doctor, taking example, right? So each and every one of the application that has been developed or that will be developed in the future will follow some of the different SDLC model that we have, something like whatever that I have written here, right? So steps involved in the SDLC, that means steps involved in each of the SDLC process. What are the major steps, right? Please write down. The first step is called as the requirement collection. The second step that we have is called as feasibility study. The second step that we have is called as a feasibility study or feasible study. All are same, okay? The third step that we have, which is called as design. The fourth step that we have is called as coding. The next step that we have, which is called as testing. The next step that we have, which is called as the release or installation or implementation. or deployment. Different people use different words, right? So I have given you all the three names. Later, I will teach you that which one you guys can use. By the way, all four are same. You can remember all four names. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At last, we have one more stage called as maintenance. So these are the 7 stages that we have in the SDLC process, which are called as the requirement collection, feasibility study, design, coding, testing, release, and maintenance, right? That means these are the common steps that we have in all the SDLC models. Doesn't matter, they are the agile model, they are the waterfall model, they are the spiral model, they are the VNV model, doesn't matter which model, but these steps will remain the same in all the models, right? Now, before talking about that, what exactly they all are, right? I just want to first tell you that who perform these activities, right? So I'm going to just update here that who does that. Okay. So just for your knowledge, I want to update you that requirement collection will be done by the product manager or business analyst. Who does that? Product manager or business analyst will do the requirement collection. Who are these people? I'll discuss. Don't worry, please. Feasibility study will be done by HR head, comma, technical head, comma, finance head, right? Design will be done by architect, coding will be done by, who will do the coding? Tell me.
Developer.
Testing will be done by testers. Deployment will be done by release engineers. Sometimes they're also called as field engineers. Sometime in some company I've also heard that they're also called as IT engineers. So you never know what terms they use for different company. So that's why I'm playing a safe role by giving you all the names. And then finally, you have the maintenance activity, which can be done by your developer and testers. Okay. So steps involved in the SDLC. Steps involved in the SDLC are requirement collection, feasible study, design, coding, testing, installation, and maintenance, right? And who does what? So requirement collection will be done by my product manager or business analyst, right? HR head and technical head and the finance head. These three will decide the feasibility. Design will be done by, design will be done by the architect. And then coding will be done by the developer, which you guys know already. And then testing will be done by the testers. The release will be done by the release engineer or field engineers or IT engineers. And finally, the maintenance will be done by the developers and testers, right? Now, guys, time has come for us to understand that what is requirement collection, what is feasibility study, what is design, coding, testing, release, and maintenance, right? So let's talk about it. Guys, I'm going to develop an application. But what application? What can help me to decide that what I should develop? Can you help me to understand this? I'm repeating it again. What can help me to understand that what I need to develop? Yes, Surya, go ahead.
Requirements, customer.
Exactly. Requirement can help Manish to understand that, hey, okay, you need to develop a game application, right? So guys, I hope you understand that in this world, everything is running on the requirement, everything, right? everything in this world is running on the requirement, right? Lot of countries are doing a lot of trading. I hope you know that, right? Lot of countries, they are doing trading, right? That means a lot of import and export, they keep on doing it, right? Why a lot of products will be imported to India? Why a lot of products will be exported to the neighboring countries of India, or let's say even to Australia, America, Canada, New Zealand? Why? Because of requirement, right? Today, why India is not demanding any country to give us rice? Why India is not demanding? Because India have sufficient rice, right? Why some countries are depending on Indian rice? Because they have requirement of rice. Their country is not able to fulfill the rice to their to their people. I'm just giving you example, okay? So what I'm trying to tell you, everything needs depend on the requirement, right? Everything, right? So what is requirement collection? Before moving on to understand what is requirement collection, let us understand what is requirement. Requirement is basically the idea with the help of which I can start developing my application, right? Suppose, guys, I have a capability to develop some application, but I'm not getting which application I should develop. So what I can do, I can ask my family and friends that what I should do. So maybe my family and friends can help me to understand that, hey, why don't you develop this application with the help of which we can transport any item of a particular city to the same city with the help of a drone. Take example. Take example. So all of you know drone, DRONE, all of you know, right? Okay. So let's say I'm trying to develop an application with the help of which if I need to transport a laptop in Bangalore, which is 15 miles away or 15 kilometers away, right? So I'm trying to develop an application. Just think about it, okay? That's not true. So just think that I'm trying to develop that kind of application with the help of which a drone will take the laptop. A drone can just take this laptop, right? And it can just drop at that location where I want to. I'm just giving you example, right? So for that, what I need a requirement. Requirement means I need the more detail about it, right? That from where I should go and start, right? So that is called as requirement, okay? So guys, recently, few days ago, in our company, so in GroTechMinds, we have total 26 employees. Okay. As of now, we have total 26 employees. When we started GroTechMinds, right, we were giving the salaries of each employee using internet banking. Okay. So we were giving the salaries of each employee using internet banking. That means if I have to give the salary to, let's say, Vivek Raj, I just need Vivek Raj account number and IFSC code. That's all. With the help of which I will be able to transfer the money to his account. Okay. But that process is manual, right? So what GroTechMinds did, GroTechMinds contacted one company. That company have given us one application with the help of which, with a single click button, we can proceed the salary of all 26 employees within 5 minutes, right? So now we don't have to spend our 3-4 hours of time just to separately send the salary of each employee. Okay. We can just send the salary of each employee with just single click, right? Because in that application, each and every details is already present. You just need to click on the run button. You need to fill the money first in the wallet, right? And then you need to just click on the run button, and then the salary will be deposited in the respective account, right? So we contacted one company who can develop such application for us. So they have developed and given to us with the help of which we can do such kind of activity. I'm just giving you example, right? So what is requirement? I hope you all have understood the meaning of requirement now, right? Now, what is requirement collection? See, guys, let me share my screen. See, guys, requirement collection is the first stage of your software development lifecycle, right? Using requirement collection, your product manager or business analyst. Guys, these are the designation of your in your company. Someone will be product manager or some person will be the business analyst, right? Their job is to collect the requirement from the one who is giving, right? I'm repeating it again. Requirement collection means basically collecting the requirements from the customer, right? So example, so as I told you, right, I was looking for a company who can develop such kind of application to us. So we were giving the requirement. So who was collecting the requirement? Business analyst or the product manager of that company, right? After understanding the after understanding the requirement, that person will he will basically do the requirement collection job, right? Are you understanding the meaning of requirement collection means what? Collecting the requirements which my customer is giving to me, right? So that is called as requirement collection. Okay. So this can be done by the product manager or the business analyst. In some companies, they will be the business analyst. In some companies, they will be the product manager. Okay. You can also mention this that business analyst will generally be present in the service-based company, and product manager will basically be present in the product-based company. I'm repeating it again. Product manager is a designation present in the product-based company. Product, P-R-O-D-U-C-T. Okay. Product manager is a designation in the product-based company. Business analyst is a designation in the service-based company. But both of them do the same activity called as requirement collection. Okay. Now there is a chances that some of you don't know the meaning of service-based company and the product-based company, right? So I can talk about it. Anyone know? Anyone know? I'm pretty sure you will be knowing some of you will be knowing. Anyone want to give it a try? What is service-based company and a product-based company? Anyone want to give it a try?
Product-based company have their own product, like Google, the Zoom application and all. And the service-based company like Accenture, they work for the client.
That's right. That's right. So we have two types of companies in the market. One is called a service-based company. One is called as product-based company, right? Guys, product-based companies have their own product. They have their own product. Product means software. Okay. So product-based companies are those companies who have their own product. Product means software. So what about Zoom application? Is Zoom a product-based company? Give it a try. Guys, give it a try. Do you think that Zoom application is a product-based company? Not getting? Okay, no issues. So product-based, okay. Are you all able to hear me first? Okay. So product-based companies are those companies who have their own product, and service-based companies are those companies who are providing the service to other organizations, right? So service-based companies are those companies who are providing services, right? Remember a few minutes ago, I told you that GroTechMinds have one software with the help of which they process the salary of their employee. Is that software my own product? Is that
No.
software is my own product? No. Right? I'm repeating it again, guys. I told you that GroTechMinds do not have any kind of software with the help of which they can process the salary of 26 employees. So what GroTechMinds have done, they have approached one company who can develop us this application with the help of which we can process the salary of all the 26 employees in a single click, right? So what do you think, that software is mine? No, that software belongs to someone. I'm just utilizing it, right? So who is that company, right? Those kind of companies are called as service-based company. Okay, they're providing services to different organizations. Okay, example. Now you talk about this GroTechMinds application, the one that is present here, right? GroTechMinds mobile application, the one that you have downloaded in your mobile, right? So is GroTechMinds my own product? Yes, GroTechMinds, we have developed it. So GroTechMinds is your product-based company. What about Google? Google is a product-based company, right? What about, let me write it down, otherwise you will forget it. Okay. So Zoom application is a product-based company. Please remember, Google is a product-based company. Amazon is a product-based company. Facebook is a product-based company. WhatsApp is a product-based company. Instagram is a product-based company. Gmail is a product-based company. Okay. Can you guys name me some more? Uber is a product-based company. In India, we have Zomato. Zomato is a product-based company. In India, we have a Swiggy. Swiggy is a product-based company. Okay. So such kind of companies are called as product-based company. What is service-based company? Those are providing services like TCS, Tata Consultation Services. In name only, there is a service, right? There is one more company who is service-based company like Wipro, right? Like Infosys, right? One more like IBM, Cloud Infotech.
Clore Infotech.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Okay.
TCS, Wipro, Infosys, IBM, Tech Mahindra, right? And Cognizant, right? Such kind of companies are called as service-based company. Okay. So tell me frankly, have you seen any application in this world in which Infosys will be written? Have you seen any application till now? Be frank and tell me. Have you seen any application till now in your life in which Infosys is written? The answer is no. You might have not seen it, right? You might have not seen any one of the service-based company. You know why? Because service-based company will not work for, they are just working for someone else. So someone else is giving them the requirement. They are just developing it and giving back to them. Okay. See guys, what happens whenever you are trying to develop any application, right? You have two ways to develop your application. One way is you can develop by hiring your own developers and testers. If you try to develop your own application by hiring the developers and tester, then you will become the product-based company. Okay. But if you're getting your application getting developed from a third-party company, then you're getting your application developed from a service-based company who is providing the services to the different organization. Getting idea, all of you? Right? Okay, wonderful. So I hope requirement collection is clear to all of you, right? Collecting the requirement given by my customer can be done by the product manager or business analyst, depending on the type of the organization where you work, right? If you belong to the product-based company, then it will be done by the product manager. If you are working in the service-based company, then it will be done by the business analyst. Okay. Once after the requirement collection will be done, then the HR head and the technical head and the finance head, these three people will do the feasibility study, right? What is the English meaning of feasible? What is the English meaning of feasible? Is it feasible for all of you to join tomorrow at 3 p.m.? You might say no, because it's not feasible for you, right? So what is the meaning of feasible? Possibility, right? I hope you all agree, right? So the English meaning of feasible is possibility, right? Let me read it again. So after requirement collection, the next stage that you have is called as the feasibility study. Okay. If you want, please write down the meaning of a feasibility study. I am going to dictate it, right? Please write down. If you want to, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to document everything that I'm telling. Those who are learning for the first time can write down everything, please. Feasibility study is the second stage of your SDLC process. Feasibility study is the second stage of your SDLC process, which will be done by the HR head, technical head, and finance head. Which will be done by the finance head, technical head, and the HR head. Who are going to decide? Who are going to decide if it is possible to take up the project? Who are going to decide if it is possible to take up the project? Who is going to decide if it is possible to take up the project? Right? See guys, these are the three people in the company called as HR head, technical head, and the finance head, right? Who are going to decide whether to take up the project or whether to not take up the project, right? So that's why the name is feasibility study, right? A possible study, whether to take up the project or to reject the project, right? So tell me one thing, you will be getting a lot of emails, right? In your Gmail. Do you reply to each emails? Tell me, do you reply to each emails? Maybe no, right? If I'm the service-based company, a lot of people are inquiring that they need this particular application. What do you think my job should be? Should I take every requirement that is coming? The answer is no. I will do first the feasibility study. Okay. What is feasibility study? Which can make me understand that if I should take up this project or I should reject this particular project. Okay. Feasibility study is done by three people. Who are those? Technical head. Why technical head? Because technical head is a person who can understand whether technically it is possible to develop such kind of application or not. Okay. The reason technical head is present in the meeting because technical head can decide to take up the project or not based on it is technically possible to develop or not, right? The second person in the meeting is called as HR head, who can think from resource perspective. If I have the enough resources or not. If I have the enough resources, I can take up the project. If I don't have the enough resources, I should reject the project. Okay. What do you mean by resources? Can anyone tell me? What do you mean by resources? Go ahead.
Team
Resources,
members.
team members, developers, and testers, right? Wonderful. Then I have one or more member called as the finance head, right? I hope you all know the meaning of finance, money, right? The reason finance head is also in the meeting because he is the person who is going to decide if I'm going to take up this project, am I going to end up in lose or am I going to end up in profit, right? So that's why these three people are in this meeting called as feasibility study, which is also called as possibility study, to understand whether I should take up the study, to understand whether I should take up the project or I should reject the project. I will take up the project only if I have the enough resources. I will take up the project only if I have, if I'm going to get the profit in this project. I'm going to take up the project only if technically it is possible to develop that particular application. Right? Guys, all of you are getting the meaning of feasibility study now? Okay, great. Fine, guys. I'll be starting from here in the next class.